Hey, what's up? It's me, Al. I'm back home again after just being out our soul sun. Try to solve some issues, kinda not, not, not being solved at full extent right now. But I'm just on it. Maybe tomorrow morning, we'll be doing something around that point. So I just try to bring something kind of weird attitude to my channel and commence my storylines, something given from different derivations at the same time, and if I mispronounce, if I do something wrong, then you know what to do, right? So I don't care, and if you're Native American, I only care about your regard. If you're there, then you just wherever you're allowed to do, wherever in my comment section below. Those if you're a learner or advancer of your English yourself, then you're allowed uh, as well to comment me parallel in my track, gear, vice versa, sideways, wherever. So I have to drench my throat, wet my throat, I should say, maybe drench, depending on the extent that I'm gonna do that. I'm not sure about the amount of water I'm gonna sip, so let's just do it randomly all of a sudden, and we now permit things at all. Mm. Mm. The water is yummy. It's delicious and tasteful and deep and nourishing, wherever fitting our lives here on Earth. On Earth, happy Earthlings here. Are you there? Any Earthlings in the hizzy? Any Earthlings? Any Earthlings in the hizzy? No, I hope you are out there somewhere and anywhere else. And if you are there, then I do this for myself in the first place. So why not to do something weird? Give me several seconds here. I'll grab something to show and tell. I'll be right back. I promise I will. If I don't fall, then I will. We'll see how it goes. So far, I'm doing well. So anyways, you get my mood, right? I'll be right back. I'll pause it for a while. I have to warm up my water a little bit. Give me a minute or something. Oops, have been missing me? Are you missing yet? No? I hope you are. And so guys, I noticed some fact that I've never done this way. Like I've never stopped in the midst of my video shoot. I never just resumed, and I've never had such a tasty water in my entire life. I'm telling you, water is yummy. Even gets its more deepest shades of taste when you warm it up. And as I've done just right now, and I couldn't help to do it again. Let's do our rambling story of tonight. So I'll grab something to show and tell, as I said to you. So I'll be right back. Oh shoot! I grabbed it already. I just forgot. I grabbed this fucking shit. You will never believe what is this. This is the silly, stupid, useless cuprum wire piece or something. It's banter. I try to fix my pedal on my bicycle. My right pedal went almost. Not to say that it's not almost went kaput. It went kaput. It needs to be replenished, and I'm gonna be doing that as soon as I get my mood to cycle, or along with my friend, maybe Daniel. We'll see if he reveals his slightest desire to do that. We'll be doing that. I promise we will. So this fucking shit, I cannot tolerate regards if you don't get my curse words, because my today's day was pretty good, right? That was good. That's why I use the F word. I wouldn't use it too often because YouTube may block me or may not. It will not. It probably block me because I have barely 4 subscribers so far. I'm not interested in having subscribers, but if you subscribe, I'm all gratitude about that deed of yours. If you do, then good. If you don't, then good. Either way, I'm happy with my creations myself. And if you're watching this shit, you have probably pretty deep reason of doing so. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing this. I don't get any reasons why people watch this shit, wasting their time, the times of their lives. So it's my regard is clear. I'm practicing my American. I'll prove my hardships and stumbling blocks and low points, ups and downs, and all the stuff that I've experienced from my learning advancing process of my American. I get it all, and I'm happy with it. So I see any prolongations of my stories here in some random and sophisticated probably way. If you'll be watching those, then it probably will be colleagues then, but only back and not back then. Then I be doing all my subsequent videos. I go ramble, I know. So let's get fucking back to this simple fucking wire, cuprum wire, or it's bent, it's torn apart. Previously it was like circle. I cut it with my tweezers, with my, I don't fucking know the name for that nicest tool. Then you squeeze some female screw in your for example, you're unscrewing or screwing up female screw with that tool. These long handles, metal made, and this like almost like parallelepiped shape, like narrower and thicker and thinner at the same time. If we measure them from upside to the bottom side, those lips with threads on those ones. On the inner side of those lips we have threads, simple metal grooves, and this tool is not tweezers, but it was, I don't know, fucking name. I'll check it after my session of tonight will be made. So I cut it, and what is Cooper made. It's silly, but it's shimmering with the reflected light right now in pretty good way. I like it shimmering. This shimmering as it goes, and the thickness of this shit is about less than 1 millimeter, probably 0.8 millimeters this thick, and it's not like completely like straight or stretched, because you in order to stretch it fully to make it a pretty straight string, you have to strengthen your abilities a lot, and I cannot do this without those tweezers, or I'll check it later. I don't just know I don't know the word I said you, so shame on me. I'm not Native American to the full extent, otherwise I would have known that name, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's not like straight, there's gaps, ups and downs. It's kind of gives almost like a straight line, but it's not good in a straight line at the same time. The length of this shit is probably, presumably, less than 8 centimeters, and I don't know how many it makes. I'm not a metric guy, no can do. And it has this joint here. It's intertwined together, both sides are intertwined, and it makes this structure like being twisted around each other. It's not seen clearly, or just right now I'm trying to approach it slightly from different angles. Oh, just right now, it's twisted around each other. It's intertwined together. This copper-made piece of shit. It's the most useful item ever on the entire universe. I'm telling you, this bump made out of twisted wires is less than half of the centimeter of its height, and is probably 1.5 millimeters of its thickness. This bundle of interconnected pieces of wire, they are all now making the single unit by being intertwined around each other with their ends. And guess what? Nothing, right? But beside nothing, let's renounce some more silly words around this fluff. So you can move it powerfully. It's like the ability of free movement is restricted by the tightness with which this bundle is twisted, and I twisted it myself, and without knowing that I'm allowing this piece of shit to move this way. It's not properly twisted or intertwined, otherwise it wouldn't be moved. It wouldn't be moving this way at this extent of tilt. You see this kind of tilt, like little deviation from the each of that points of its possible movement. And if we go to this dead point, then we go back again to this dead point, and only makes the angle of around 30 degrees of its ability to move like this, like I'm pointing. If you get everything or anything out of what's been said, then good for you. I get myself. I hope you do the same thing that I'm doing, but only getting that input in your brain for no reason why. I don't know why you're doing this if you're doing this right now, but what I'm doing, I'm kind of giving my output for your better input. If you're still with me, then you get my shit of tonight. So I've just bent it slightly. This smaller piece of this wire being over twisted, I should say, together to the extent it's never been previously this way. See, I'm kind of like shaping it in a slightly weird way with bending this poor wire slightly less than straight angle right now, more going to the angle of 60 degrees, and again rotating around this like point of rotation made by this simple silly bundle made out by twisting intertwine these pieces of this cuprum wire. I don't know, previously this wire lived its happy life on a big reel, probably being reeled up on a big reel, and there being a single straight piece with no use at all, just living its silly but happy life without being used. But someday some dude came to that reel, probably that was me, and tore probably this big of this shit in order to fix my pedal out of that reel. I wouldn't show you tonight because I guess I lost it or something. If I fuck, it fell apart. It's broken. I've broken it right now. I broke it like 3 seconds ago. Now it's broken. It makes now two pieces of shit instead of single one, unified one. So I've got two creations of my own. This video shoot up tonight. I'm pretty happy with doing those ramblings for I don't know for what fucking long I could make this shit for, but I don't wanna overwhelm you with this overload your nice brain over there, especially if you're a nice gal or just good caliber man. Doesn't matter man or woman, then probably whatever. I've done what I've done for tonight. This I know why it fell apart, why it broke. I know it cannot, it couldn't tolerate my shit for any fucking longer. That's why it fell apart in order for my video shoot of tonight would be finalized at the same time. But I gave this shit some more 2 minutes to leave in order to produce something coherent for it tonight. If it's been this way, coherent, apprehensible, and just understandable, then you know what to do. Go straight down in the section down below, comment me, lambast me, praise me, give me cookies, virtual ones. Never say anything, never ever say something ordinary in my comment section down below. You'll better to keep silence than doing ordinary things. I hate being ordinary. I've never been, and I never will if I will live for that long or any longer. I hope I will. Thanks for being with me tonight, for practicing your listening abilities along with my speaking ones. In my adorable American, I cannot even articulate and give it justice to what extent I love my Americans. So, never ever give up. Be always good and follow my channel if you want. It's up to you. Thanks for being with me tonight. Just keep practicing. Bye.